And that one video, they're all compromised. I talked about something I heard about Alex Jones, but it starting to connect. In fact, I actually trusted my wisdom. I'm taking a risk, man. I believe this, man. Because he said you're a lot better than we are, so it makes sense. Okay, I want to tell you right now, there was one time where... Okay, so again, Alex has connection. His family is in the FBI. He has connections, and they cover up for him. And I'm pretty sure they cover up, like, for his mistakes and stuff, like when he messes up. Like when he, like his just, when he's just a fraud and stuff. They're just there to help him, you know. So, basically there was this one time where Alex Jones was at a bar with this other guy. When he was confronted about this, he completely lied about it. And even though I looked at Alex Jones's face, I could tell that he was being a compulsive liar, but I looked up to him, so I didn't want to believe that that was true. You know, when he said George Soros gave me $4 million on his show, I didn't want to believe it. I kept reversing it to see if I was actually dreaming, but it turns out that's what he actually said. So I forgot about it because I didn't want to believe it. I'm just like, oh, that's nothing. I guess it's nothing. You see, it's nothing, right? Well, if I would have known all that I know now, I would have recorded that video and had that audio play. But since he's banned off YouTube, the videos are taken down, so that's not going to happen. Anyway, so there's this one thing with Alex, okay? There's people who, this is on a website, and I can't find it. It resurfaced, I can't resurface it. I don't know where it is. I saw it on a website, and I'll never find it again, probably, but what happened was, and I believe this is true, I'm trusting in my wisdom, I'm taking a risk. Alex Jones was at a bar, and he was basically, these two guys were talking, Alex Jones and this other guy. He ended up getting into a fight with him and arguing with him. Alex Jones initiated the fight. I guess he got too drunk. I don't know the whole details in that sense, like to that extent, but like he threw the first punch. He actually started the fight, but whatever happened, like Alex Jones was the one to start that fight, and so that guy ended up beating up Alex Jones and punching him in the nose, and he was on the ground bleeding. But he tried to get the guy in trouble that punched him in the nose by, you know, I don't know how he tried to get him in trouble. Maybe like knowing his family is in the FBI or something, and that he's got connections. He tried to get him in trouble. And then it was also discovered that there was child porn found on his computer. That he looked up child porn, and he never had to deal with any punishment for that, you know. But you know, the way I see it, like I look at it like honestly, anybody, like the way I see it right now, people, like, there are laws with that, and if people are going to get, you know, arrested for that, you know, the laws are going to be how they are. My point is, he's just able to get away with a lot of stuff because he's compromised and he works for higher ups. So the thing is, like, but if I were in control, I'd say don't put them in prison. Get them meditating on 528 hertz and just put them in rehabilitation. Don't put them in prison. Just try to heal them. I want to see how many souls I can make it up to heaven. That's what I should have said at the beginning of the video. I didn't say it. I should have said it in the last video. Just start meditating on 528 hertz. I'm saying all this stuff to get you to realize this is a matrix, man. Just wake up and meditate on 528 hertz. None of this stuff matters, man. This matrix is an illusion. These people you depend on don't have your best interest. If Alex Jones was really there to help you, why didn't he mention meditation? He knows a lot more than you do. Isaac Cappy talked to him about Seth Green. Alex Jones wanted to act like he didn't know anything about it, but then, you know, oh, Isaac Cappy's this actor, but it turns out, like, he knew that he was a spy on his show, and then they got him written off media. Okay, so, you know, people say you're defaming him. You're saying this, man. You're talking bad about him. No? Okay. You know, it's like, if I cuss, man. And if it shows itself to be where I am doing it to a certain extent, you know, it's more so lighthearted. When I zoomed in up on his picture and said, you're a lot better than we are. Other than that, I can't really see where I went wrong, because The definition of what I'm doing is all about showing you and exposing him so you guys can start waking up and not depending on people like that, because he's very influential. Look at how popular he is, man. And a lot of fans like him, and I have to do this. So I'm just trying to wake people up and get them meditating on 528 hertz. I'm not afraid, man. I've accepted everything. I know. I am a righteous Christian of the Lord. I have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. And the only thing holding me back is, fear. But if I keep meditating, I can keep those positive vibrations up and keep the fear at bay. And, and even when new negative frequencies of fear kick in, I can adapt to it. It makes me stronger. But you just got to keep meditating. Or else if you don't, then negative frequencies will start. I mean, you got to constantly meditate, because it's like to the point where you'll get stuck in the matrix and have these negative thoughts and you won't be clear in the head. I mean, I don't know of anybody who can meditate one time and then not do it for like so long. I mean, they'll end up being stuck in the matrix. Not that they become a one-dimensional bot, but like in the sense that they're in the illusion, and part of them is kind of like almost bot-like, but not a complete one-dimensional bot. So they have to keep meditating to raise their positive vibrations up. Guys, start meditating. I'm not afraid, man. I'm seeing 111. Those are spiritual numbers. I trust in the Lord. I gotta go through with this. I have no choice. Okay, in Revolution 9 backwards, like John Lennon says, Austin has the light. Okay, Naughty Dog implanted. They had like in the Jack and Daxter video game, in the map there was precursor. It was a precursor translation in the video game Jack and Daxter on the map saying the one who carries the light will awaken the voices. Like, who knows where they got that from? That's probably like an ancient scroll back in the biblical times or something that the popes hid or something. I don't know. But it makes you want to question Naughty Dog and how much they act like, oh, I only know this much. I'm somebody who makes video games, Start questioning these people. So I really don't want to tiptoe around this anymore. I've made my decision, and I'm not going back, because it's already happened. Love already won, man. I got to go through with it. Okay, so let's get back. 7 minutes, man. I gotta. Oops. I gotta. Actually, you know what? Let me get back on the video. I should be here. Oh, look, it already showed up. Wow, it's new. Okay. Okay, number 5. Alex Jones' radio show is broadcast on Sirius XM Radio. The chairman of Sirius XM Radio is the Jew Eddie W. Hartenstein. The CEO of Sirius XM Radio is the Jew Mel Karmazin. The president of Sirius XM Radio is the Jew Scott Greenstein. Of the 6 senior executives of Sirius XM Radio, 5 of them are Jews. Alex Jones has a Jewish lawyer named Elizabeth M. Schurig, who is also a lawyer of Holly Lev Bronfman, the sister of Edgar Bronfman Jr. Thus, there are only 2 degrees of separation between Alex Jones and the Bronfman family, one of the wealthiest and most influential Jewish Zionist families in North America. Alex Jones exposed. I'll just kind of okay, I'm not going to show you the whole website. Oh, it's no longer available? Well, this site has been archived or suspended for violation of terms of service. What if Alex Jones sends somebody there to do something? Anyway, okay, let's do Alex Jones interview. WN.com. Alex Jones last week. No. See, I don't even trust that guy. I can look at his eyes. There's something wrong with him. In my opinion, don't trust that guy. What is his name? I don't know. Yeah, if you know that guy's name, my opinion, don't trust him. Okay. John Oliver. Yeah, don't trust him, in my opinion. And just think, he fearmongers and does conspiracy theories like that. But he tells a lot of truth, and that's great that he does that. But he's able to be compromised to an invisible extent by selling legit products. But they are legit. Like, they do work. Like, yeah, they do. But that doesn't take away from the fact it's like people say Planned Parenthood. Oh, it's not true. How could you say it's evil? Because they see one part on the surface, but they do that all the time. Oh, I see a band playing on stage. They couldn't possibly be doing satanic rituals from behind the scenes, right? You know. And again, like I don't sit up here